global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again, and we want to use this opportunity to thank you for subscribing, and want to also thank those who have viewed, liked and share our videos. We want to say a big thank you to you, and for those of you also who feel that what we are doing in our channel it's good enough, please do well to subscribe, and that's just by hitting that red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. All right, we're looking at what is currently happening in the Niger Delta Development Commission. There had been a probe report that is out, and it points to Senator Peter Nwaoboshi as one of those who have looted the contract funds of the NDDC. According to the information that we have, it is said that Senator Peter Nwaoboshi, who is a senator representing Delta North, had used 11 companies to secure for himself 3.6 billion worth of contract. And according to the information, it is believed that this is the biggest single case of looting of the commission resources. And guess what? This is really unfair, considering the fact that this commission was meant to turn around the entirety of Niger Delta, which is the main suppliers of oil and which Nigeria is benefiting from. But guess what? These people used the opportunity that they have been given. According to the information also, I heard that he was the chairman of the committee in Senate, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Niger Delta. They used the opportunity they had to ensure that they corner all contracts to themselves. But guess what? This man is now saying, I'm talking about Senator Peter Nwaoboshi. He's now saying that he is not only person, though he had denied that he doesn't have anything to do with those 11 companies that have been mentioned, but he had gone further to say that the huge benefactor, the huge beneficiary of this so-called NDDC contract money is actually the former governor of Akpabio State, Senator Godswill Akpabio. That the guy is the main G that has been chopping, the money meant for contract in Niger Delta. That he's the one that is behind, that he's the one that have eaten most. Let me just read a little excerpt from what he had to say. According to him, he said that the contract fund, he said that the holistic audit of the commission account would show that Godswill Akpabio, the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs and the former governor of Akpabio State, who plays supervisory role in the operation of the NDDC, is the greatest beneficiary of contract awarded and looter of the commission. Mr. Nwaoboshi was reacting to the allegation by the NDDC that he used 11 companies as fronts to secure for himself a contract which is to the tune of 3.6 million naira. And he further said that an independent forensic audit of the commission would reveal those who have looted the NDDC dry. He described the NDDC statement as another desperate attempt to rescue the already shredded and tattered image of Senator Akpabio. The senator said the statement issued by NDDC was merely an attempt to distract the public from the main issue, which is the National Assembly probe of the 40 billion corruption allegation against the interim management of the commission. Wow, this is so bad. He had, according to him, he said that he had never given any, he had never done any contract from NDDC, whether to Delta State or to any other state. And he said that he has nothing to do with those 11 companies that they claim that he had used to get contract, that they can go search it out in the Corporate Affairs Commission, the now directors and the former directors, that they will realize that his name is not there. That's what he had to say. And he's challenging the NDDC right now that they should allow an independent investigation of all contracts awarded by the commission, and that from the findings, it will show that Akpabio is the greatest beneficiary of contract awarded by the commission. This is really disheartening. You know, these guys have decided one of the things that trouble their mind most is the fact that when people are given the privilege of serving their own people, they use that opportunity to make sure that they strip the people of everything that they should have had. You know, it's really painful. Now, this Senator Akpabio, I'm not really targeting him because he had already, we know that he has a lot of cases in EFCC. He has cases there. I could still remember when he was PDP senator in the House, EFCC came up with a lot of things against him, and all of a sudden we saw that switch that took place. They had to meet Buhari and had to decamp to APC, and all of a sudden that struggle and fight against him seems to have simmered down. I don't know why. A lot of people believe that whenever you join APC, automatically you become a saint. You know, you will be baptized and your sins will be forgiven. But, you know, what is so troubling is the fact that these guys do not even have a feeling. NDDC was like their baby, you know. They put their they call NDDC they call it Niger Delta restaurants, you know, restaurant where they go. Anybody who feels like eating, whenever he's privileged to be a part of the committee, he goes in there and enjoy himself. And guess what? That is the truth of the matter. These guys, they don't care how the people feel. They don't even give a hoot. What they know is that if I am given the privilege to serve, I will eat the place dry. But guess what? He has decided to point at this guy. He decided to point at Senator Akpabio this time around. And an independent audit should be carried out truly, so that they can truly know who is the greatest looter, and this guy should be brought to book. Currently, as I'm talking to you, the number of Nigerians, according to the info by the federal government, that will be out of their job, that will be jobless by December if this pandemic continues, is about 39.6 million Nigerians. And these are not just ordinary people. Most of them are household caregivers. Most of them are, the ones that bring money to their home. And for me, even that number that they have spelled out, I know so well that it's more than that. You know, so every little opportunity where people are being accused of stealing government money or getting involved in any form of fraud, that money should be confiscated immediately, possibly even with their own property, so that they can help settle some of the issues, especially the issue of unemployment in the country, because that thing has caused so many youths to get involved in all manner of activity just to make sure that they earn a living. The reason why we are having so much hike in banditry and the likes is because some of them have waited for a job for as long as now, and the same is not coming, and they realize that money is circulating just within a particular group of elites. It seems as if they are second-class citizens, and that's why we are seeing all of this. So I personally, considering what is currently going on, I feel that truly an independent audit should be carried out, so that they can really spell out those who are behind all this looting that we have been hearing in NDDC. It's so frustrating. You know, just fairly recently, I heard this guy, Senator Ndume, saying that the salaries of civil servants should be cut because they are not going to work and they are not offering any services to the government. You know, and I'm just wondering, if at this point where it seems that things are so bad, the only set of people that seem that they are they are more important than everybody, which are the senators, up till today, nobody has touched their salaries. And they are recommending that the people who are earning little or nothing, that their salaries should be cut down. I'm so surprised. They've not even, because I think at this point one should be seeing the situation of the country and knowing that if this country goes down, virtually everybody will go down. At this point, someone should be sane enough to say, these social allowances that we have been enjoying, we've been enjoying it thus far. Please just cut it off so that people can, such money can be used in paying salaries and everything. But none of them are ready to give up anything. Instead, they're suggesting that it should be the poor people who are civil servants that their salary should be tempered with, just to show you that they are not interested in the betterment of the people that are saving, So right now, I feel that at this point, everything should be brought to limelight. Whoever that is behind all the looting of the contract funds in, NDDC, they should be punished as it should be, no matter who they are. And guess what? I would like to leave it there because I want you to spend time, to talk about this in the comments.